Alright everyone, I know you all love your Revenant Stasis Hunters, so today this build is just for you. Do you like to freeze everything? And do you like to be toxic? Of course you do, you're a hunter. Fortunately, you're in the right place. Subscribe to not flop in the Guardian games, hitting like will increase your chance of getting the wooden spoon, and finally, let's get into it. This build is all about constantly slowing everything in sight and then trapping them to deal high amounts of damage from various buffs. It's absolutely toxic in PvP, but it's totally devastating in PvE content. So on that, let's get straight into the aspects and fragments. We'll be using a lot of Withering Blade melees in this one, so make sure you've got your Gambler's Dodge selected. Also, we won't be using the Big Suck Grenade because it got nerfed, so instead we'll be using its little brother Duskfield Grenade. Winter Shroud will allow you to slow nearby enemies when you dodge, which will also grant you a full melee charge 2 for a Frosty Wombo combo. Defeating all of these slowed or frozen targets will create stasis shards thanks to the Grim Harvest aspect. These shards will grant you melee energy when collected, which is great to fill in the gaps of any downtime with your dodge ability. Whisper of Durance will allow the slow from your abilities to last longer, giving you more time to trap your opponents. Whisper of Impetus should be a fragment you need to know all about, especially when Quick Draw gets nerfed next season. Damaging a target with your stasis melee will reload all of your stored weapons and grant you a temporary boost to weapon ready speed. This grants the Nimble Arsenal perk, lasting for 5 seconds, and the boost is really noticeable. If you're a quick draw crutch in PvP, honestly don't sleep on this simple fragment, but for this build it'll allow you to keep your weapon uptime to a maximum. Finally, Whisper of Torment will grant you grenade energy when taking incoming damage. It's a great neutral game fragment and vastly decreases the cooldown of your stasis grenade. As we said, Grim Harvest will fill any gaps in your dodge downtime, and that's because we'll be using the Mask of Bakris. This Hunter exotic helmet is top tier, as not only can we slow everything around us, but we also get a damage boost on tap thanks to the Light Shift perk. This replaces dodge with a longer shift ability, which grants a 10% boost to all weapon damage and a further 10% boost on top to arc weapons for 10 seconds. Your dodge won't recharge during this time though, and that's where all the aspects and fragments come into place. That's all of our slowing abilities sorted, which should essentially allow you to have at least one ability ready at all times. The key to all this slowing is to create a trap so we can use the perfect weapon to catch the prey. Witherhoard. This exotic grenade launcher is perfect as you can set a damage over time area effect blight right in the middle of a Duskfield grenade or a group of slowed enemies thanks to the Primeval's Torment perk. You can then just sit back and watch as they struggle to break free from this inescapable trap of freezing stasis and blighted energy. Mods wise, we're going to put in the Taking Charge and High Energy Fire mods for a damage boost to all weapons when Bakris is on cooldown. This will pump up the Witherhoard damage, which with the Masterworked Catalyst will also create orbs on multi-kills too. As we're on Revenant, chuck on the Glacial Inheritance mod to grant super energy on kills with your super, as well as the Elemental Light mod to create an Elemental Well on super final blows. Your Silence and Squall super won't just create wells though, as it'll also generate stasis shards thanks to the Grim Harvest aspect. Put on the Font of Wisdom mod to grant a bump to your super cooldown too for 30 seconds, and you'll have over half of your super back in an instant with this setup. Lastly, make sure you're rocking high mobility and definitely make use of the Grenade Launcher, Ammo Finder and Scavenger mods for Witherhoard. As for other weapons in this one, arc weapons are your friends, so you can maximise the DPS when using the Mask of Bakris. I've gone with a rapid hit rampage roll on the Posterity hand cannon, along with stability the machine gun, with the Swarm Adept. Honestly, it doesn't move, and with its surplus and Zen moment roll along with the Adept stability mod, I've never seen a machine gun quite like it. But don't forget, you can also use the Ikelos SMG and chuck on some Warmind cell mods to spawn cells from the tick damage from Witherhoard if that floats your boat. This build is nothing but fun. If you can pull it off in PvP, then you'll be the bane of the entire lobby. But in PvE, everything is at your mercy as you constantly freeze trap everything with this toxic Revenant build thanks to the insane ability recharge and fast supers. I hope you enjoyed this quick build guide. If you did, then drop a like as we aim to hit 27 today, and subscribe too whilst you're at it. We recently smashed through 100 subs here on the channel, making all of my dreams come true and then some. That's it for this one though, so on that and as always, thank you very much for watching and I hope to see you next time.